Welcome back to Omaha, Nebraska, where Fox Business is the only business network live from the lunch hour of the annual Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting. And it's not often we get to hang out with two gigantic bricks. Do I get a hug? Okay. As you can see, Acme Brick. This is the nation's largest brick manufacturer. I am joined right now by the CEO, Dennis Knotts. Nice to have you.
It is great to be here.
Well, you got some housing starts numbers this last time around that actually improved, looked pretty decent. Are you getting a sense that sales will pick up at Acme Brick?
Yes, we do. We went 35 consecutive months where we saw declining sales, and in February and March we actually saw that turn around and actually had some increased sales in March and in April.
It's interesting because Warren Buffett told me most recently, just this morning, that it was really March that all of the businesses under the Berkshire umbrella started to show improvement, but he also acknowledged that anything related to residential construction was still not where he wants it to be. How do you get it there?
Well, the housing numbers that came out were at 626,000 units annualized, is about half of what's normal. So even though the 20% improvement is good, it's still a long way from being normal.
Now, the homebuyer tax credit certainly juiced home sales. That goes away, or I think it's just gone away now. Now what? Do you expect to see a little bit of a drop-off? I mean, you're the guy who looks at these statistics. I'm trying to pick your brain.
Well, the credit only affects really the timing. It doesn't create additional demand. So we expect a little bit of a slowdown. But in talking to some home builder customers that I've been with over the last week, they say very few of the customers who come in buying homes are actually driven by the credit itself.
Do you think that the government and the Obama administration is taking the appropriate steps to stimulate the housing market? Or should we do what Warren Buffett has said, and that is just let the inventory draw down and make fewer homes, which would ironically hurt your business if we made fewer homes?
Well, actually, I'm more inclined to agree with Warren. The housing demand is driven by household formations. As our kids get older, they tend to move out and get their own place. You can't accelerate that very far with government programs. So we think the excess in housing in existing homes and new homes needs to be worked off, and that natural demand will take care of things in the long run.
Buffett bought this company about 10 years ago, I believe.
10 years ago.
Tell me about how that went down. Of course, he's big on secrecy, but you got a call. How did this all come about?
Well, it was just about 10 years ago in 2000. He came down to Fort Worth one day, met with John Roach, who was the acting chairman of the board at the time, and met with some of the other senior managers in addition to John Justin, and we were part of Justin Industries along with Justin Boot Company. And on the way back to the airport, he said, "This is what we'll pay for Justin Industries, and are you interested?" And John Roach took that back to the board. We agreed on the deal. The shareholders voted and approved it, and it was done in 60 days.
What is working for Warren Buffett like?
It's fabulous. It's everything that you read about, and my relationship with Warren is such that if I have an issue regarding capital expenditures or acquisitions, I call him. He responds very quickly, and it makes himself very much available to us.
During the crisis, did he weigh in? Did he say, you've got to lay off people, you've got to get leaner and meaner? I mean, I know you laid off people, and are you going to be hiring back soon?
Well, we hope to be hiring back soon.
But you're not yet?
Not yet. We have increased our production rate at several of our facilities. We've opened up 2 more in the last month, and that's done in relation to the additional demand that we're seeing. But as the demand occurs, we're going to be looking at adding production and adding more employees.
We're waiting for the demand. Dennis, thank you very much for speaking with us.